a long time, the heart has been telling us that we need to follow a path, but this path has not been the simplest one. Also, along the way, we've not been making the moves that we should have done, and then it feels like many times the universe has pushed us in the direction that we need to go, and that has been quite a rocky road. And now we are tired, but we can see the goal ahead. Let's see what the I Ching has got to say today. This is Hannah. Good morning. I hope you are well. So today is the 27th of May 2026, and I'm happy that you are here. So as usual, we're rooting into the present moment, bringing our awareness to this point here, leaving the past in the past and the future in the future. What is it that we need to know today in order to move forward, to prepare ourselves to step into our new, true, full purpose path? But also keep us well and nourished. So as usual, we're bringing ourselves into the present moment, leaving the past behind and the future in the future. So you're breathing in and out through the nose, feeling the stomach expand with each breath in and contract with each breath out. Feeling the air traveling through your nostrils all the way down into the bottom of your lungs. But there is no force. So today we're going to do 3 cleansing breaths. And we're starting by emptying our lungs fully out. And then we are breathing into the lungs, into the bottom of the lungs, filling the lungs from the bottom, middle, all the way up to the clavicles, and then breathing out like you're blowing through a straw. So you're blowing out through a pinhole through the lips. Releasing tightness, tension, and then breathing in through the nose, filling the lungs all the way to the top. And then breathing out, releasing the past. And then one more breath, breathing in through the nose. Fresh chi, fresh air, the present moments, and breathing out the future, thoughts of the future. And then continue breathing in and out through the nose normally. Feeling the stomach contract and expand with each breath in and out. And you stay with your breath, and I will draw the hexagram. So how are the energies around us today, and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous day forward? So we got 17 following, 49 abolishing the old, which is the future potential, together with 25 without falsehood, and 13 seeking harmony, with the underlying energy of developing gradually. So following speaks about becoming a leader. But in order to be able to become a leader, you need to learn to follow as well. But following is not just following others, who other leaders or other people. It's also following inner guidance. What is your heart telling you? Following is also continuing the message from yesterday. The message from yesterday was speaking about proceeding humbly, proceeding forward, but actually humbly. And following is also speaking about being humble, and not necessarily the greatest person or the most experienced person that we should follow. We should follow somebody who's more inexperienced as well, because they might have information or knowledge that we don't have, right? And this is where the humbleness comes in. So at the moment, we are learning how to lead ourselves. And many times we have to follow others, look at them and how they are handling situations in order to learn how to lead ourselves and then in the future others. I feel like this is because with the underlying energy here developing gradually is things are unfolding perfectly in the right time. Following is also speaking about the correct timing, and developing gradually is also things are growing in the correct time. With the wood element here is speaking about when we're allowing, like when we're allowing a tree, the sprouts to grow in its own time, or a bush or a flower or something to grow in their own time, then they get deep roots. And then it becomes long lasting, right? We're actually growing something for the future that we are going to take with us. So if you're feeling frustrated or feeling like things are not moving forward as quickly as they should, they are moving forward exactly in the right time. Okay, so rest assured. We've got the future here, the future potential with abolishing the old without falsehood and seeking harmony. And that is, we are leaving the old behind, but that includes it is including situations, maybe work situations, or you might go through a divorce, or I don't know what's going on in your life, right? I'm stepping out of my old life. I'm leaving like an old way of earning money, and also old way of being. I've left my my country and moving around more, like if you can't take my situation. So I'm abolishing the old. It doesn't necessarily mean that all that is bad, it's just not resonating with me anymore. But I will keep some, right? My family is still a big part of my life. My son is still a big part of my life. I'm never abolishing that, right? That's very important. But when you're stepping out of something old, and always actually it's not just when you're stepping out of something old, the message is always remain truthfully you. So you should not be false or try to pretend. What you are creating are supposed to come from your heart, like your soul's purpose. So do not try to copy someone, although the following here is speaking about following somebody else or following your inner guidance. But you need to make sure it is whatever you are creating is coming from your heart. There's so many times we look at somebody and say, oh, look at that, they're doing this thing and it's so cool, and we try to do it, and then it doesn't resonate with us, and then it never sort of materializes into something really truthful, right? And and then we're going to go back into this abolishing the old way that we've been, where we're not been in resonance with what we are doing, because it's not for us. So what the guidance here is to stay truthfully to yourself. Listen, follow your intuition, follow your heart here, and remain truthfully you. And what is coming from you? What are you here to create? What are you here to share with the world? And another thing here is speaking about seeking harmony. In every situation, you might be in a situation where things are very unstable, and you might not have had anything to do with this to create this, but you are in the midst of it. And many times we might want to lash out if somebody's hurt us or done something bad to us. We want to lash out and you know, tell them, right, or be angry with them, or, you know, we want to get our own back, or we feel that. But that is not the way forward. Seeking harmony in all situations, and that is for yourself and for others, because when we carry this anger and resentment, then that will actually do so much harm to ourselves within, because it actually puts stresses on the body, and it actually ages us, makes us unhealthy. So in everything that we are doing, we are leaving the old patterns behind. That could be that as well, that you're holding on too much to things that are, you know, painful, or because you feel like, oh, I need somebody to apologize for me, or I need somebody not to apologize to me, right? And I need somebody to acknowledge that they have done me harm. But then we can keep on waiting forever and ever, right? So all these kind of things we need to leave in the past and going, okay, that has happened. Thank you for everything it taught me. But now I'm moving forward in my soul's purpose, in harmony here within myself, and harmony with all beings as much as possible. It's not always possible. If it's not harmonious, walk away. That's my advice here. But remain truthfully you. And the main energy here is metal. So we've got 4 metal and 1 wood. Wood is about growing, right? This growing up. And metal is about cutting away and seeing with clarity. You've got the clear blade, clarity of blade, yeah, of the blade, cutting away the old, cutting away situation we don't want to be in. And that's happening. Actually, this is happening. The old situation is moving out, like gradually in their own time here. But look clearly, and we have more this sharp clarity when we're going, oh, this is my path forward. That does not longer belong to me. It is in the past, is moving into the past, and that's exactly where it's supposed to be. If we look at the hexagram, we've got lake and Jen in the present moment. So Jen here is action, and it's within, and it's this, it's that shocking action. It's this rumbling action. You can hear the what's going on up inside. Everything feels a little bit unstable because of so many things are changing. And usually when we go through a big change, things feels like we have very little control, or we're working very hard and we're draining ourselves. But no, here, like we've got this Dui, which is the lake, it's the center, and then express whatever joy you could feel, like cultivate this inner center, because there are a lot of joy. The guidance more, maybe it's difficult to find the joy for yourself at the moment, but know that it is here. It's already there. It's already there in the future. It's already here in the present. We can choose it. So every time you end up in this becoming upset and resentful, so take a few breaths and then try to think about, even in the situation that you are in, what has this brought to me that is beneficial to me? Maybe it's something, a knowledge that you've learned, some wisdom you've got that becomes your offering to the world, helping other people not having to go through this kind of situation that you've been through, and also helping other people healing from that kind of situation that you've been through. Maybe that's the joy, right, from the lake here. It's this offering So although we go through difficult times, there's always something that we can offer from it, okay? So the joy is speaking about that. Also, Qian here is the initial spark. So this is what it is. It's the abolishing the old. We have this initial spark of the creative action that we are going to take. And then what I feel here, it's like Sun is speaking about movement, but it's a gentle movement, but also again is the stillness. And Li is also, which is fire, is about the clarity, seeing clearly, as in the metal here. So overall, it is speaking about things are difficult at the moment. They feel a bit unstable. It feels like the rug is being pulled from underneath your feet quite all too often. You are working too hard. It feels like you never catch up with whatever you need to do. And everything feels really unstable. But you are learning from this. And this might be the gift that you should share with the world. So bring that with you. And within, you do have this clarity. You do know what you are supposed to initiate here and create. And the spark has already been set. There's always been a spark. It's already happening. Although it feels like maybe it's not going fast enough, but it's happening exactly in the right time. So that's the I Ching reading for today. I hope it was a benefit, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day ahead.